Hey guys, it's me, Miss Norris, and today I'd like to share a fun read aloud with you of the story Things That Are the Most in the World. The story, The Things That Are the Most in the World, was written in 1998 by Judi Barrett and was illustrated by John Nickle, and it tells the story of the things that are the very most in the world. If you're ready to hear this story, I'm ready to share it with you. Here we go. Things that are the most in the world. The wiggliest thing in the world is a snake ice skating. Now, could you imagine a snake just wearing one ice skate and how it would have to be very wiggly across the ice? That would be very wiggly. The silliest thing in the world is a chicken in a frog costume. I'll get a little closer so you can see that chicken face. That is pretty silly. Even that the other frogs think the frog on a chicken is very funny, very silly. The quietest thing in the world is a worm chewing peanut butter. So if you ever fall asleep eating a peanut butter sandwich, a worm might take a bite of it and you might never ever know. But somehow I think this librarian knows. Oh, it's a little bit loud for the librarian. The prickliest thing in the world is the inside of a pincushion. So that I can definitely believe. But inside we have an armadillo holding a balloon. And I never thought about let's see, I have a pincushion right here. I never thought about what the inside of my pincushion looks like. The outside is very colorful and pretty, but apparently the inside, well, I guess that makes sense. Looks like a magic trick where they try to put all the knives in the box. Very prickly. The hottest thing in the world is a fire-breathing dragon eating a pepperoni pizza. Now, that's probably very, very hot. I'll get a little closer. Those pepperonis are hot. He's making his own fire. And maybe, have you ever eaten a piece of pizza right out of the oven? And you have to say, imagine that, but you're also, every time you go, it's making it more fired up. These bears look a little nervous. The oddest thing in the world is an ant windsurfing in a bowl of pea soup. Now, odd is another word for strange or unusual. And if you saw an ant wind sailing on your bowl of soup while you were blowing on it to cool it down, that would be a strange thing to see. Very odd. The teensie-weensiest thing in the world is a newborn flea. So fleas are already very tiny and you usually can't see them unless you know to look for them. And you usually find them because someone is very itchy. But a baby flea is the teensie-weensiest thing in the world. The longest thing in the world is what you'd have if you tied every single strand of spaghetti together end to end. That would make a very, very long thing. If you see all the pieces of spaghetti tied together? It's making a very long rope. It looks like there's an alien, an unidentified life form listening to all of this spaghetti. I'm glad that I don't have to tie my spaghetti together. I just get to eat it. That's the slurpiest thing in the world. The jumpiest thing in the world is 2,222 toads on a trampoline. That is very jumpy. And it looks like they all put on their best outfits so they could really put on a show. 222 toads. It's a lot of jumping. I would guess that is the jumpiest thing in the world. The smelliest thing in the world is a skunk convention. So imagine not just one skunk, but a whole bunch of skunks getting together to cheer for other skunks. That could get so smelly. The smelliest. I wonder if skunks have conventions. The stickiest thing in the world is a 400,000-pound wad of bubble gum. Now, could you imagine a wad of bubble gum that was as big as a barn? And notice everything is sticking to it. The trucks, the cows, the bull. I see a boot, a scarecrow, the whole fence, a horse, a tractor is sinking, a chicken is just barely above the wad of gum. I've stepped on a piece of gum and it was very sticky, but it was nowhere near 400,000 pounds. I can't even imagine how hard it would be to get that off your shoe. The heaviest thing in the world is a Tyrannosaurus Rex weighing himself. So I do imagine that if a Tyrannosaurus Rex weighed himself, that it would be one of the heaviest things in the world. But can he even see the numbers? I don't know if my scale goes that high. You probably have to go to a special Tyrannosaurus Rex doctor's office to get weighed. And the highest thing in the world is the very top of the sky. That's a very long ladder, and this person is reaching very, very high to reach the highest part of the sky, and that is very, very high. What could you think of being the mostest thing in the world? I challenge you to use your imagination and think, what is the somethingest thing in the world? The end. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the story, Things That Are the Most in the World, please hit that thumbs up button at the bottom of the page. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. If you are not a subscriber yet, please click that subscribe button down there at the bottom of the page. And don't forget to click the bell so that you're notified when there's new content. I hope to see you again real soon. Bye-bye.